Hello and welcome from Israel. Well, President Trump just put out to Jordan and Egypt, he had with them, to take in more Gaza refugees or Arab refugees down in Gaza. I think that would be a great idea. I mentioned that if it's so bad over there, why don't they take in some Arabs? The fellow Arab brothers are in Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Iran, Iraq, Sudan, Saudi Arabia. Anybody want to take them in? So finally, he had a conference call with and Jordan to take in more. First of all, let's get this clear. They didn't take in any. So it's not taking more. They didn't take in any. Then you got this woman, Arna Damon. Arna Damon is a CNN. She puts her 2 cents into CNN. They actually give her the time. The woman is absolutely out of her mind. She now says that no, the Gazans want to go home. Even though they may not have a home to go to, it's demolished, the streets are demolished, they still want to go home. Then she says, the problem is when they go home, that there's no infrastructure, no water, no sewers, no humanitarian aid can get there, all the stuff. So she wants them to go home and live a crappy life. That's what she wants. That doesn't even make sense.
Recognize that the only thing that people, especially in Gaza, have to hold on to right now is the land. The only sort of win they have, although you can't really call it a win, is that they still kept the land. And this is why you see those crowds just waiting to be able to move from the south to the north, because if they're going home, even if home is rubble, at least they are still holding on to that. And what this statement by President Trump has done is just send ripples of fear that history is repeating itself. Many people say that they are terrified that they are going to go through what their grandparents and great-grandparents went through back in 1948, the Nakba, the great catastrophe when Palestinians were forcibly displaced during the creation of the state of Israel, only to realize that they weren't ever going to be granted the right of return and were effectively going to become forever refugees. And these are stories that, are passed down through generations that, the generation that's alive today would hear, but never would really think could happen to them.
If you really cared about the Arabs down in Gaza, why don't you get them to a country that'll do more for them? They can live a better life. Instead, she wants to actually bring them back to nothing. Let them go there with no house, no water, no electricity, no sewer system. That's what she wants. And she says, this woman, Arna Damon, that the Gazans, the Arabs down in Gaza, feel like this is another Nakba in 1948 when Israel was created, that they threw the Arabs out. This woman has not a clue what she's talking about. When Israel was established on May 14, 1948, within about a week or two, Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria all attacked Israel. Told the Arabs that were living in Israel, get out now. We're going to wipe Israel off into the sea. And after they're wiped out into the sea and every Jew is killed, you could come back and pick a house you want. Well, they all left. Why not? Hey, they're going to get a brand new house, whatever they want. They all leave because they were listening to Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq. They all left. And unfortunately, they didn't win the war. So Israel held on to their land and they did not win the war. So now they're all gone. That's not a Nakba. That's called Arabs don't give a crap about their fellow brothers. It's like the Muslim Brotherhood. It's Muslim. Definitely not a brotherhood because they don't care about their fellow brothers. So this woman, Arna Damon, on CNN, has completely lost her mind and has no concept of history. Her history is basically make up history. If you don't have the history, make it up. And people want to believe her. None of these Arabs are coming back into Gaza. I've said this before. If you care about the Arabs down in Gaza, if you care about any of the innocent people down there, then why don't you take them in? Turkey, are you taking any in? And she was, by the way, broadcasting from Turkey, another terrorist nation. Taking them in? Jordan, Egypt? No. Saudi Arabia? Did Trump ask them? No. He knows the answer is going to be from every Arab country. They don't want them. Why? Because whatever country they go to, and this is not made up, you could read the book, Because They Hate by Bridget Gabriel. Every country they go to, all they do is bring and destruction. Every single country, even to Jordan. And in September 74, it's called Black September, Jordan massacred 35,000 Arabs. That's right, Arabs, Palestinians they call them. Massacred 35,000. Did the world say anything? No, because it was an Arab killing an Arab. When a Jew kills an Arab, all hell goes crazy. So this woman, Arna Damon, is recreating history, doesn't know history, and Trump at least has the right idea. They need to move out, get out. And by the way, if they all left and went to other countries, there'll actually be peace here in Israel where everybody could come and pray whatever religion they're affiliated with. Catholics and Christians could go to Bethlehem free and not worry about their priests getting killed. People could go to the Kotel, the Western Wall, free, any religion you want. And that's the only way there'll be peace. They need to get out and leave. And Trump has the right idea, and already hearing stupidity pushback by people that don't know history. Take care. Bye.